every country in the world, Afghanistan, China, India, UK, Europe in general, everywhere has all claimed at some point that they are a lost tribe of Israel, meaning one of the if you're a lost tribe of Israel, then you're a chosen person. I wouldn't want to be a chosen I wouldn't want to be one of the lost tribes of Israel, because then it would become more about, oh, my blood is what makes me special, instead of it being about faith. And I see that happen with everything. I see it more and more. Like, to me, I've said this before, I just would be happy if God accepts me. Because there's some days I wonder, I'm like, maybe you won't accept me, God. I do. I don't just assume it. I know many people would say you should. No, there's sometimes I think, oh no, there's no chance. So I just hope to be accepted. Because do I have anything to offer God? No, I'm not a royal bloodline. I'm not a chosen person in the sense of a lost tribe of Israel. I am not one of the church fathers, okay, there at the first church. I am not the wealthy. I am not of any status at all, except that my only identity is that of, other than I'm a female, but my only tribe, I guess I would say, or my only identity I choose to align with is child of God. See, when you take on the role of I'm a Israelite, I'm one of the chosen tribes, then that comes with this specialness. Just like when you're one of the royal families, whether it's Europe, Denmark, Norway, UK, doesn't matter. We're special. Somehow God appointed us. No, but God sees that you say that, so he marks it. Because again, there's a reason that his kingdom is flipped and the bottom are on the top. Because that's what he's looking for. He's not looking for the bloodline. He's not looking for the fanciness. He's not looking for all your crowns you wear. He's not looking for the foolish church fathers. Because it's all about the exterior with these people. And yet they make it all about themselves. The government makes it about itself. The royals make it about themselves. The chosen people, it's about themselves. They all become different tribes. And even though in the Old Testament, God was very much wanting to keep the Israelites from other tribes, it's because he didn't want them to take on their cultures of, throwing your babies into the Baal fire. And they would, because they were spiritually immature. But his goal was eventually we have to move past this tribalism. And over time, that's happened more and more. But I think that's the reason why I don't know that he would ever want it to be discovered where all the lost tribes went. Because it defeats the purpose. If it's going to be all about you're a special person because of your blood, then to me you don't even know God. You can say you're a special person, but I think that comes with I think that could be a blessing and a curse. The curse being that then you think you're better than others. That's the danger with the ego, is then you've set yourself aside instead of God setting you aside. You may say, well, no, God set us aside because we're from a lost tribe of Israel. Yeah, but when you then have made it about that instead of about your relationship with God and knowing God, then you've not done what God wants. Because the New Testament meant that everyone could be a descendant of Abraham, even that wasn't blood linked. But it's amazing how Jesus came, and you have all of these people in Europe that claim to be Christian in the royal family, and all the royal families there. And it's like, they baffle me. What do you tell yourselves? Do you tell yourselves, well, because I have all this money, I'm special? Okay. Do you tell yourself, because I have this castle, I'm special? Do you tell yourself, I'm special because I get to wear a crown and other people don't, because my bloodline is special? Same thing for the first church there. And I think God spends so long because who he's looking for is who are the people that truly want to know me, that aren't worried about, that don't want to be identified with some ego of being special, more special than somebody else. Because that's what Jesus showed. He was truly the bloodline. He was truly the king. He was truly the royal in every way. And yet he didn't act like any of these people, any of these groups. He was a servant. He was a servant. He was not rich. He had no castle. He didn't dress like all these people. And yet there's never been anybody that'll do it like him. Probably because nobody can. But doesn't it ever make you sit back and wonder, like, how do these people call themselves Christian? How do you act like that you know God when you are all tied to your identities of your wealth, your power, your prestige, your governments, your royal lineage, we're the church and our tiaras. None of it represents Jesus, so how do you call yourself a Christian? I just think most of you don't want, but yet these people like the royals in Europe will tell themselves, well, no, we're appointed by God. No, I don't think you are. I don't think you are, because you'd have to represent Jesus. You'd have to do it in some way like him. The church doesn't. They make it all about themselves. The royals there in Europe, all through, you guys do the same thing. You make it all about yourselves. The chosen people make it all about, we know best, okay. But you don't know, all of you are in your ego. And God will not work with the ego. He won't. That's why he goes to the people that surrender, like in AA, because we completely give up. And that is what changes the heart and mind, is when total defeat, complete surrender. I mean, there's a blessing in being not rich, in being not having any status other than being a child of God, in being what this world would see as a complete failure, a complete nobody. Because do you think the book of the Lamb is filled with all the royal family names? No. Do you think it's filled with all the church fathers that didn't go on to act anything like Jesus but just wanted to control everybody? No. Do you think it even has do you think all of the chosen people have been accepted? I don't think so. Because there was nobody as special as Jesus. But he didn't go on to act like he was special. He knew he was, which is why he chose not to be that way. So in the end, I think the people that will be in the Lamb's Book of Life will be the people that just are hoping to be accepted by God.